Alright, we are recording, so continuing in Weird West, like it says right there. Cues provided by Tinsley PR for Devolver Digital, starring the stopwatch. Yeah, I know I say I don't think anyone actually watches these. Maybe somebody watches the beginning, but since I doubt many people would listen to the end, one thing that I said I would probably end up doing at the end of the previous video, I have it done. And that's, I did send an email to my PR contact. One to share the two pretty minor bugs I ran into. But the other, so if you actually just leave it there, it does tell you. Well, it doesn't tell you what you can find. Anyway, what animals, I mean, you can find and hunt. But I did also mention, I have complaints, I have criticisms about the inventory. So like, you know, basically everything, if it can stack, it stacks up to 5. That's not a complaint, but that it doesn't, it's possible to have them split. So, like if I had, 2 stacks of these, like a 5 and a 2, and this happened in just like the previous video, and then I went and sold a bandage, it might then go to like 4 and 2 instead of 5 and 1. Or if it were 5 and 1, it might go to 4 and 1 instead of 5 and none. Which, when you've got a limited number of slots, that's a problem. So, yeah, I reported, I shared, you know, just some criticisms, like with that, just saying it needs to work from basically lowest, smallest stack to largest stack, and also with the one that has 2 on it as 1. I may actually want to get the addition, change that. There. Looks like that is the only one there, but also I did mention sorting would be good, but so how I have, you know, there's this one here with 2 and this one with 10, this one with 10, that one with 1, and actually, here's a better example. So that's a skinning tool bag, 5 of 20 durability, 1 of 20 durability. How is that possible? Because it basically it's kind of random, it seems, in picking which one it uses. So, like this one that's at 2 and 10, I had another one that in the previous part broke, and this was at like 5, and it was using the other one, and it shouldn't be doing that. Is my opinion. And I was kind of direct about that in at the very end, the tail of the video, the last video, because it's basically it's not something that's you shouldn't launch the game with that, within that state, but it's why would you launch the game with such obvious quality of life issues like that? But hey, it's, as I acknowledged then, it's entirely possible that it will be fixed.
Smell of swamp water
Just,
and
well,
mud. Not far off, the telltale electric crackle of magic.
It's entirely possible that that there's actually already an update plan that's going to address that. But I still wanted to share it, just share my suggestions, my criticism myself, because it's annoying. And I want to make sure it is. There you are. Her charm ability throws me off a little bit. Perfect. Oh, I'm the only one that really needs to heal anyway. Alright, there. And did also share, just saying, you know what, also wonder if you had a sword. Because in plenty of games, that actually fixes the stacks. In fact, what game is it? There is one game where it actually, every time you did a sort, it would tell you that, like, oh, all these things just entered your inventory. Like, it actually removed them and put them back into your inventory and threw up that pop-up. Very annoying, that. But,
Strange script. Unrecognizable words. Ancient runes. Looks like this one will take some work to decipher. Maybe an Onirist would know what it says.
oh, that's how you pronounce it? Oh, and they did also just throw in the suggestion that, have something that actually indicates that, when a journey ends, that you that you can get your gear back. Because, it was very confusing and frustrating how I lost the 3 cards. And actually, yeah, that's true. I should actually sleep. No, wait, I can't get that back. Maybe I can. The Nymph Relic. Maybe I can. Maybe those will also include things to get back. See, I'm just thinking, if I spend these, I won't have them for the next character, but if I find this guy and can have him in the party, he'll be more used. I think I'll go with that. And I might, okay, no, I don't. Yeah. So we'll see what, if anything, I haven't heard anything back. But we'll see if something comes up with my criticisms, my sharing of those criticisms for the inventory. I do just want to add, I've not done something like that before, and I might not do it again. It really was just because I had specific, like, no, it should really go through the stacks, smallest to largest. And same thing with durability. It's like, it should be done that way, so because I can be specific, I will share that. I'm not, like any other issues I may have. Like, I was talking about how how it locks the camera when I'm in combat like this is kind of awkward and disorienting, especially when you're doing melee. But that's more general. I mean, and also kind of questions design a bit more, so I wouldn't be so comfortable doing that. Wow, that actually went really well. But yeah, so, like, with melee, because he kept, like, just going in front of me, the locked camera is kind of awkward because he's changing his position relative to me, and it's just, kind of weird to try to pick that up. But it also, I do feel that, how in some games, like Path of Exile, Torchlight, Diablo, you lock on to the enemy that you're targeting. And so if they move, you actually follow. That, I think, would be beneficial here, but it's... That I'm not going to put into, like, hey, here's some criticisms I have to pass on, because, like, that's not so actionable. I mean, true, it might not be easy to implement the suggestion I had anyway, but that's a little different. You know, it still is a, like, you know, this is what I would like to see. And I can say very specifically. And I'm already back at having to. Awesome. Alright, I know, it's silly. I'm not even going to be using these abilities, but it's just the whole... I can't see it being advantageous. When he can be AI controlled like Jane can. So one problem here is... Whoops. Oh, shit. Okay, why are... They're not helping me. Where the hell were they? That's actually going to put me back quite a distance. I didn't quick save before really engaging and all that. I have that section though in my notes about the AI being really stupid. And actually... Wow, this far back. That I was not expecting. I'm going to save that. I saved that video, so we'll see. Alright, that actually went better than last time. This is another issue with the camera, is that, and actually I do need to make this note. There. Camera is also awkward because you interact with what is in front of character, not in front of camera, and the character has motion turning, so you can well, you can accidentally spin around the object you want to interact with while trying to line up. I was like, legitimately, that is also an issue. And a fair one for me to put into the... Now, I guess one way to put it with the whole...
unrecognizable words.
Sharing it in...
Looks like this
as a, you know, in that email I sent versus in the review, is the ability to act on it. It's like that kind of criticism for what we just ran into. That's not, that could take them a while to figure out exactly how they want to solve. But it's, you know, when I say no, I think you should be doing this because annoying as it is, and frustrating even. It's like that's very different. And I doubt it'll come up again that I do something like that. But it is also one of those interesting, theoretical, hypothetical kind of questions. As, relating to game review. Is it an issue for a reviewer to share some, not saying all, but some aspects of their review with the developers directly or anything like that? And it's like, I'm comfortable with what I did. Just it's like, no, these specific points I'm going to share because I do feel that they are appropriate quality of life, and I can be specific. But just that idea of, if this is a Devolver Digital published game, if Devolver were to reach out to me and be like, hey, we want you to spend the time, here's a game we want you to play, and then give us your feedback, but so that we can act on it, but in a at least semi QA capacity, where it's this is prior to release kind of thing. Is that a problem? And let's also say that the opportunity to share my findings was allowed. And this is pure hypothetical. Would that be an issue for some people? And that opportunity has not come up, in case you're wondering, but it's just one of those, I think, kind of fair question, because, for this kind of work, but also plenty of other places where that could happen. Is it a problem to allow a company to benefit directly from your service if they request it like that? And it's also, I'm asking because I personally am unsure. I don't know if, what I would tend to say if that came up. And I don't want to go this way. I do want to explore it out. What is it? Okay. I'm not entirely sure what I just did. Oh, there are traps that I just activate. Okay, let's see if I can turn that off, because that's gonna be a problem. And Jane, why the hell oh wait, no, they are up. Must be on a timer. Jane, seriously. Okay, there she is. I was already mentally preparing myself to just reload the save. Deal with that. Save. Guys, come on. Okay. I was trapped. Fortunately, it started to figure itself out there. Alright. That still kind of sucked, especially since they wouldn't join me, but at least I'm not dead. Sure. Who in here? That like immediately makes it worth it. Wow. Let's see what else is around. This. Wow. That's actually. And there was a place I could cook food. Where was it? I don't think it was just outside, was it? It might have been. Yeah, it looks like it. You know what? That's fine, though. I'm still gonna do it. It's like, why not take advantage of this opportunity to heal? Yeah, I'll leave it. Okay, just watching what Joe is doing when I'm not looking, I cannot help but feel that part of the reason that the enemies enemies do not watch, do not notice your friends, your companions, is because the AI is too stupid. Like, if they could be, if the enemies were able to spot them, that would be too big an issue. Well, alright. Can do it. No, I'm not. Because if this ends it, I want to do this stuff. No, yeah. No. Oh, great. It's the cave troll thing. Whew. 5. But only 3 here. That could be good. Just trying to decide what would. Seems very unlikely, but just in... Oh. Expensive. Didn't I unlock some of these? Oh, that was probably before I saved. Well, yeah, before I reloaded. I'm not gonna use them, but... Jane, Joe, what are you doing? There we go.
Taproot goes up like a matchstick, then fades to embers. That's the last one. Let's see if that soul tree's good and dead.
I just figured there's no reason to, you know, not let her die. We go. All right, so you know, I just realized I shouldn't have destroyed the thing. I should have given it to Joe. No, actually, okay, so it is still overrun back. Alright. That's what I wanted to find out. But actually, this so I can heal everyone, and I just don't think. I have a feeling it's just that's just oh wait, no, there's bears. What have I got? In theory, I could actually upgrade. Just have to take care of that. should try to put some of that on the orchard. What all am I storing on her? Oh. Alright, that's fine. So what does that get me to? Four. I need 5. I need one more. Yeah.
The tree seizes. Faces of 1,000 souls writhe across the tree bark. Then escape. Free at last.
And I also want to... I can arrange. What? I don't know if this will do it, but it did. I didn't want to give it a chance to close up. That's it. That was not worth it. What did that just do? Thing appears different here. Ah, okay. So that's just to, like, permanently... Wait, what? Why is the horse talking? kind of want to pad this one out a little bit. Yeah. To another reason that would be good to do some of the bounties is also to help raise his reputation. Of course, intro whiskey again. I'm sorry, there's no way in hell I'm not talking about that. No. Bison. Oh. No superior bearskin. Well, I'm kind of. Okay. So, just to, prove my point. 5 and 1. Nope. Now what I need to do. Sell 1. 4 and 1. It shouldn't be doing that. It should have recognized that, oh, this is a smaller stack, I will take from there. That is what it should have done, and that's what I was talking about. There. Just save that video. It will now be going in the review. Obviously, this review playthrough will be part of the review. But, like, if there's a question about it, I can say, yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. That's what I want to not have happen. It's just annoying, and there's no reason. Yeah. I don't think there's really anything more to do. Yeah, I really don't like you saying that, okay? One there. No, because they're both so close to being used up, I do need... Spice. Everything I need. Hello, hey. Wait a minute. Okay, 2. Wait, that's how much I had before. I need to get one more. Find one more. But there's a good chance of that. Especially since, you know, I mean, deciding to spend time doing other things. Whiskey there. Going clockwise. No. I don't feel like dealing with them. What is that we got over here? It's bear. But let's be stupid. Get away. Mine. Oh. And neither of you help. Well, that does confirm one thing for me. If you press and hold left mouse button, that does end up picking up as though I were holding down E, which I was not. Thing about how many times. dumb idea, but it's worked so many times before. It's also true, though. I've been here enough. It's not like I need to actually worry about exploring this place. I can just, come on, let's go. Let's turn you in. Actually, there are lamps. Yes, there is one. I think this will work. I'm not certain, but I'm going to try. Actually, I didn't notice. Is that an unbreakable door? Might have been. Yeah. Well, in that case, not gonna worry about it. Sure. Yeah, I don't see anything to get. Come on, you. Alright, fine. Stay back there. This might be that vendetta. Oh, that was easy. Ooh, I got a treasure. Hey, it's on the way. Oh, he has a silver cleaver. Okay. Then I did not need to... The copper. Taking that back. I don't need it. Well... Actually, no, I take that back. I'll take it because I can sell it. Now to figure out where... the treasure is. I'll take that. That's not it. I am assuming it is not outside of the area. Just so it's day. Maybe that's something? I don't know. This is probably... Oh, yeah, it says treasure stash. That must be it. Come on. There we go. There we go. That's not what I'm... That. Oh wait, what am I doing? I already figured out that that's worth more. I have one of the head things to... No, I don't. At least I don't think I saw one in there. Oh, interesting. Both of them need to be turned in to the same person. Okay, it actually did clear both. Maybe. Alright. Well, that's already one done. Ow. Oh, that's handy. I don't think I've ever actually been in this room. This could prove interesting. Sure. Alright. I'm making my money back. Interesting. Oh, no, I see. Pressing in on middle mouse button, so the scroll wheel does that. It just goes between the different zone. Well, different zoom. Oops. That's what I meant. That should be good. This corner is a little easier. This. Alright. Yeah, that's good. No. I don't feel like going. And I actually only looked at it because I was curious. I was not gonna. I thought I had some jumps. Wow. Saw that. I actually think I can swing. Need to get back to the force. So. Well, actually. Oh, son of a bitch! There's a reason why you shouldn't do that ever in a game. I completely understand the whole that it's 2 to make an ingot, but an ingot only gives 1. I get that as far as if ingots are just part of the drop. I get that. But did I just really screw myself over? I might. Okay, no, I didn't. But it's still, you should make sure that what I just did cannot actually be done. And actually, let me check. Might not cost any to... that is... Okay. So it's because yeah, it's just there. So now if I do that, I only get 3 out, so it would be a loss. But because it can just so easily put you straight to, used all of them, I get it for balancing, but it still is a pain in the ass. Yeah, see? So I got 50% more by doing it. And I think that will be enough. Yep. Not by much, but it was enough. That's it. Yeah, good salad. Alright. I'm nice. Alright, now let's go talk to... Or is it... Sissy? Cecile. Let's go talk to Cecile. I actually did know in high school whose nickname was Cece. She was actually a Cecil, if I remember correct. Oh. That was simple and lackluster. See, this I could believe is why it's the 2-to-1 instead of it being even, because that can just be in the random drops, whereas the whereas the direct ore pieces are actually like based on the mine, so there's potentially a limited number, which is stupid.
Out here.
But
Good place to never get found.
It's like that is not how that should be. I mean, it goes to the whole how they're always the same design, and it's not just like popping up these places for you to find the people. It's using the same ones over and over.
burns bright still. She might never forgive you. All that's left is to try and do better from now on. Spending your life doing what you can to make amends. They made you into a monster, and you were. At least Clarence was. You may have asked Cecilia for forgiveness, but hers aren't the kind of wounds that heal easy. Now the rest of the pigmen have got their souls back. The question is, will y'all do right? It'll take a lifetime to show the world y'all ain't monsters. Best get to proving it.
That's all, folks. Achievement unlocked. Alright, so it's late enough. I don't think I will stop the recording and start another one. We're gonna get into the next one, and I'm gonna just stop once I have control. Peace out. Continue. We're getting more and more people.
Old legends talk of Wendigo, the spirit of greed who possesses the hearts of men. Those men, they become monsters. Blights on the land. You and your nation have tracked Wendigo's spread all the way out west, far from home, where greed's at its worst. Now you're close. Time to get hunting.
Alright. That. Although, actually, it looks like this is the one I could load up so that I can, have the opening run through again. Yeah. Okay. I'll try to remember that for tomorrow. I'm just trying to think. To a degree, I actually did like the second journey better than the first. Hang on, I'm just journey 3 is the bounty hunter journey, Jane's journey, first journey. It was just very straightforward. Now, yes, so there's that. But on the other hand, that also, I think, in a way, made it more comfortable for me to explore wherever. Because I certainly did a lot of that with her. And I didn't do nearly as much with the Pigman journey. But to be fair, I'd also already learned that, yeah, I kind of needed to actually progress the game for it to not be so dry. But no, I think, because there's more nuance to the Pigman journey. I like it better. That Jane, it's just as simple as you're looking for a husband and to get revenge or justice, however you want to put it, for, against those who took him. Which, I mean, yeah, there was some nuance, like with Mayor Weeks, but it was still like everything was connected through to that one siren guy, the cannibal. So it was still kind of simple. This one had a bit more nuance, in part because the your character's past was he was horrible. I mean, so and I think that they did have some more fun with that as far as the storytelling. But at the same time, it's like what we walked into only one town where it was like we don't want your kind here. Everywhere else was like, yeah, there was the little gossip stuff, but nothing more than that. And also, he himself was physically different than Jane in terms of like health. So yeah, I mean, the story was better, but a lot of the gameplay was basically identical. It's what I was trying to say. The point I was trying to get at. It was less linear as well, the Pigman journey, because you could go to the three routes in whatever order you wanted. That's actually probably why Cecilia was not at a route location, because Ruth probably would have been at that same one no matter what. And if you had gone to that one earlier than, say, the fight pit, I could see it being. I think that would have been possible. But I could see that working out to, like, having her separate meant that, it didn't matter what order you went in. That's where you'd end up going. And, I actually saw something earlier today. Like one of the developers gave a talk talking about, gave a presentation talking about Weird West, and that the way that they did the missions, quests, is it's actually completely linear within the system. In that, no, it's A to B to C to D and so on. But what they did, so that you have some non-linearity, at least in appearance, is multiple tracks. Which is actually pretty clever, because that's a way to ensure that things are done in a certain order. So it gives you the foundation of a linear design, but it allows you to be non-linear in execution and in gameplay. So there's advantages to linearity. You can trust that somebody can't circumvent certain things if you can keep it linear. So that makes a lot of sense. But I can see some non-linear games being an absolute mess trying to make sure everything is scripted quite right. But I'm also just thinking in like my whole categorization stuff. I think it's still a 2. It's because it's kind of dry overall. Even when it is, you just focus on the progression, and it is nice. It is the Pigman story, and we'll see how the Protector's story is. It's possible to get bumped up to a 3, but it would be like a low 3. Not that that actually exists. These are categories. I'm just using numbers to label them, but the labels could be whatever. It truly doesn't matter. Well, in a way, it could just be, recommended is a 3. It's a recommendation, then weak recommendation is a 2, strong recommendation is 4. It's like, we could just do that. Right now, I think I still need to put it at the weak recommendation, because there are certain things that's, not that great, but it is, I feel more with the Pigman journey, like more that's technical. That it was enjoyable enough that if we ignored some of the technical stuff, in other words, stuff that can be patched, that it could be a 3. But with Jane's stuff, that felt it wasn't that interesting, wasn't that engaging. Pigman was interesting. Pigman was engaging, so that helps it. But we got to see how the others go. Protector, eventually a werewolf kind of journey, and the Oneris journey as well. 5 total journeys. And also some of the interaction between them. Don't know how that'll go. But yeah, it's... Yeah, and I just thought of one thing, though, that does... I do have this somewhere, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, just, there's one note that, actually, I think it is appropriate for me to say, yeah, that prevents it from getting a 3. it's a recommended, but it's not. It's gonna be a weak recommendation, and that is the mines are always the same layout, and I'm constantly being sent to the same locations for bounties. And it's like that's really boring, especially when you also factor in nothing it's not like, oh, suddenly the chest is restocked with neat stuff, so it's worth exploring. No, you basically go there once, and then you're done. It's only if the game tells you, hey, you have to go there because that's where somebody's hiding out, that you ever go back. And that is annoying enough because it really makes that is boring. That truly is boring. And boring is a negative. I mean, I've had this discussion before. Dull is is neutral for me, at least, because it's like, whatever. Dull is, I'll still do dull things, but boring is like, no, I don't want to do boring. I got better things to do with my time than boring. Yeah, it's that actually will keep it a 2 regardless, I think. But the story can still be good. I mean, it's that whole, they're categories, they're not scores. That because of something like that, yes, that makes it a 2. The story could be amazing, but has to be a 2 because that's story doesn't necessarily pull everything up. I know it sounds like distinction without difference, but it does make some sense, at least in my mind. I'm just not explaining it well. All right. Yeah. So I should actually stop. And get stuff processing and all that. I don't think anything else is coming to mind. Hopefully I will, get to have Jane and Quigley with me again. Well, with me as companion. And I do kind of wonder if it will be like you can eventually have, the main character and then the 4 can be your companions. But you can only have 2 companions at a time, so you just need to know which ones you want and trade off at times. It will be interesting to find out. I could also believe that it'll be Joe that we encounter. Big Man Joe. But yeah. Alright, see you next time. Still plenty of time before I'm still playing this pre-release, so still plenty of time for things to be addressed in patches and such. And yeah, I just want to make that point because I know some of the technical stuff. I don't think they could change the mines having the same layout or the side quests always showing you the same area. Not with a quick patch anyway. That would be, if they were to try to address that would have to be months of work, I think, to make sure they got right. Especially because I'm sure other things would take priority. But the inventory stuff I was talking about at the beginning and ran into during, that's potentially going to be addressed. I hope it is before release. And if I hear back from my PR contact, I will say what they said. Until then, though, see you next time.